And of course, no Jalen Rivers to rely on up front
Correct.
for the remainder of the 2021 season. We appreciate everybody being here, the voice of college football. Please check out our content here on our Miami channel and our main channel as well. Got Paul from Paul Scoop on the U, joins us on a regular basis to break down the Canes. Got to join him on his YouTube channel and also his new podcast with former Miami great Brandon Merriweather, the Brandon Merriweather Show. And just follow Paul on Twitter as well. Paul, we've squared up this race the entire off season, and it's crumbled, and it's not the race that we thought it was going to be in the ACC Coastal. Certainly, when I looked at this team, I thought Alabama's a loss, North Carolina's a 50-50 game. They'll probably lose that, and then they'll get tripped up by somebody else. And I came up with a 9-3 prediction. Once again, I overestimated Miami, most likely. The way it stacks up right now, this division looks like a free-for-all. When we talk about Manny Diaz and we talk about the heat that he's taking on a national scale, what is your barometer for where he needs to land this team at the end of the season, both from the standpoint of what do you think the administration's expectations and breaking point is, but also what would yours be? What would your expectations be from here on out? And what would he need to accomplish this season to keep his job?
Yeah, the reality is my expectations compared to the University of Miami right now and their administration are probably two completely different things. I thought, with your quarterback returning, your entire running back room basically returning, Chaney gets injured, Knighton gets suspended, so it doesn't really work out that way, but your entire O-line comes back. You have a strong wide receiver core coming in, plug in Charleston Rambo, your entire secondary returns. You only really lose your two edge rushers, Jalen Phillips, Quincy Roche, but everybody else is coming back. So I definitely thought 10-2 was definitely a good starting point with this schedule. 9-3 worst case scenario. If Manny Diaz loses 5 games this upcoming season, he needs to leave the program. There's no doubt about it. Now, will that happen? I have no idea. I think it will. I think if Manny Diaz goes 7-5, the University of Miami will move forward without Coach Manny Diaz, in my opinion. So I think he's safe at 8-4. If he loses the bowl game, I guess depends how bad was the loss. If it was a shootout against a good program, I think they'll keep him still. But if you finish going 8-5, regular season 8-4, that's hot water right there. So I think you're looking at 7-5 or 8-5 overall. Might lose his job. So,
Paul, I would like to tell you to enjoy the game Thursday night, but I know how difficult that's been in recent years.
Ooh. Yeah, it's tough because, look, I attend every single game. I have season tickets. I want the Miami Hurricanes to do well, but the thing is, I can't envision Manny Diaz having success at this program. I can't envision us having the turnover chain, being ACC title champions. If they prove me wrong this upcoming season, tip my hat off to Manny Diaz. He just has not shown me much since 2016. He's never really shown up for the big games: Wisconsin, LSU, Clemson, Alabama, North Carolina, Oklahoma State. This team is always unprepared for any big fight, and that's a big issue in my opinion. So, hey, we'll see what happens. But, Manny Diaz really is on the hot seat, and we got to take one game at a time.
Imagine this, folks. It's the only conference in college football right now that's standing at 2-2 after 4 games. Clemson is not an elite team this year. No. I'm not worried about the program long term, but this team is not playing well. North Carolina is not the team that we expected them to be. This thing is wide open still for the taking for Miami or for just about anybody else. Paul from Paul Scoop on the U here at the Voice of College Football. Paul, you know that you're welcome here anytime. I want to encourage everyone to head on over to his channel. And again, check out his new podcast. This sounds like it's pretty amazing. I will certainly give it a listen with Brandon Merriweather and Paul breaking down the U and not holding back anything on their analysis of Miami football. Paul, we appreciate you stopping by again. Enjoy the game. And you're welcome anytime and anything we can do for you because you run a first-rate channel over there. Talking Miami football.
Greatly appreciated, Mark. Thank you again for the opportunity.